Hello. I just came home from the Iron Horse, which is the world famous Iron Horse Saloon, and I could walk there still. I'm still able to, thank God. And they had bike week. They call it Biketoberfest. They have it in October and in March. One week where bikers come from all over the country. It's pretty cool. There's like thousands of bikes up there, and they have bands and they have um, food and drinks and everything. It's pretty nice. It's perfect, absolutely beautiful evening. So I went up there with my friend. Um, like I said, we walked, and she didn't want to stay too long, so I stayed by myself. I'm so used to doing things by myself anymore. It's no big deal, really. Sorry, I'm eating this popsicle. It's so good. I after walking home, I just really felt like having one. So, hope you don't mind. So, Bike Week is cool. Everybody in Ormond Beach, Daytona, they all welcome the bikers because they're well behaved here. I've been here through 6 bike weeks, and I never saw a fight. Um, everybody's pretty much normal. Uh, anyway, it's fun. It's something different. You know, I love to get out. I love live music, so that was good. They played one of my favorite songs ever, Radar Love. Oh, I love that song. So there was this guy, one guy kind of hitting on me, and he told me he was 60. I told him I was 69. So that didn't go any further than that. Anyway, it's all good. Walked home in the dark by myself, but no big deal. It's only like 1 block. And it's all good. I just thank God I can still do this and still enjoy such things because you know what? It's too bad. I mean, there's 650 homes here, and not that many people really enjoy Bike Week. Only a few. I mean, I only saw a couple people there. Oh, but I love that live music. And when it's right around the corner, gotta go. Sometimes. I don't go all the time, but anyway. It's pretty dead. It's really dead. Just about all year round, except Bike Week. 2 weeks out of the year that they make enough revenue to keep open and keep going because they don't make anything the rest of the time. So they have these steak tips and mashed potatoes that everybody loves, and some people go just for that. But I still got this TMJ thing going here in my jaw, so I'm actually going to massage therapist on Monday, 2 days now, to try to work that out. I've already been to chiropractor 4 times. I did my research. I'm doing exercises. Da 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 da. Anyway, hope it's much better, but I still can't eat a lot of things like a sandwich. Can't eat steak. It's too much chewing. It hurts. But I could suck on this popsicle, which I couldn't have done a week or two ago. So it's definitely getting better. Thank God. So, oh, I couldn't eat the steak tips, so I looked around. They had barbecue and they had Italian sausage. That's what I ended up getting. I haven't had Italian sausage in years. I don't know when the last time it was that I had it, but it was pretty good. I had a nice big Italian sausage, came with potatoes and some green beans. So that was my dinner over there. Very nice. Okay, I had 2 Heinekens. I was there for 3 hours. So, I'm sorry. Um, Enjoying that popsicle. It's coconut and pineapple, one of those natural kinds. So I was talking about when I was a kid in North Long Branch, when I was young, okay. First grade, I don't remember too much. Second grade, I had Miss Houlihan. Um, One of the things that I remember is there was a bad boy in our class, and he was a little older. He was a problem child, and I remember Miss Houlihan would make him sit in the waste paper basket, and then sometime and if anybody in the class at all was chewing gum, she made them sit in the waste paper basket in the corner, and with their gum on their nose, she made them sit there for a little while. So, this little boy, he did more than chew gum. I don't remember. I was, 7 years old, but what I do remember is that he was bad in class, like mouthed off and cussed and things like that. He was older than the rest of us, and when he was bad, the teacher, Mrs. Houlihan, would put him underneath her teacher's desk, and she would kick him, and you could hear him every once in a while go, "Ow! Ow! Ow!" And she would leave him under there and just keep kicking him. Is that wild? I mean, who could get away with that today? So that's what I remember about that second grade. And then it was that same little kid who he used to come by my house, and I'd be like outside playing with my little girlfriends, and he would come around and he would bother us. We didn't like him. He was mean and bad. He would cuss and stuff, and he even talked about doing heroin. He was about 9. We were 7. He was older than us, so I think he was 9. And he was talking about, he said he was shooting up heroin. And he showed us his arm, and it had a few things on it and a little bit of blood, little marks and blood and all. So I think it might have been true, or I don't know. But so one day I was up in my house in my bedroom upstairs, and I saw out the door, or I heard his voice and saw him, that he was coming up to my door. And he knocked on the door, and I was not going to answer it because I didn't like him. I didn't want to see him. And remember, I'm like 7 years old. He's 9, right? So my grandparents were downstairs, and being that I wasn't answering, I thought they would know that maybe I didn't want to open the door for this guy. But no, my grandmother answered the door, and she let him in and let him come up to my bedroom. And, I don't remember everything. I don't know, I don't remember what was said or what. All I know is that he was trying to kiss me, and he pushed me down on the bed, and he got on top of me, and he was trying to kiss me, and I was kicking and screaming and punching and everything I could do. Anyway, I fought him off. He left eventually because, I was no fun, I guess. But he couldn't, I was strong enough to keep him, at bay. But that I'm just telling you this because, it really was attempted rape. But the other fact is that my grandmother just let him in the house, let him up into my bedroom. They didn't even have a thought of checking on us. What are we doing? I mean, I was yelling and screaming at him to leave me alone, stop it, and all that, and nobody even checked or anything. I don't get it. I don't understand what the hell they were not thinking. I mean, gee. Anyway, thank God I wasn't raped. And they used to laugh at that little boy. My grandmother, she was always the one. I remember her making fun of him, because he actually went down there. He was in my house a few times. And at one of those times, my grandparents were down there in the kitchen, and he actually was telling them that about something that happened or something bad that he was feeling, and he was telling them that he was going to go down to the beach and kill himself. And my grandmother was telling me about it and laughing like it was funny. I don't know. I mean, there was just some weird stuff going on in my house. Um, so that was when I was 7, probably. I guess I should probably cut it out for now. Um, let's see. I don't know how long I've been talking. I don't want to overdo it. So, probably long enough. I was going to say a couple other things to leave it on a little happier note. Like I remember the Presley girls they took me to church at the Methodist church, which was 1 block away. So I started going there all the time. I loved it. And I don't know if I said that in the last video. If I'm repeating, I'm sorry. I remember going with the Presleys to a store to buy hula hoops when they first came out. Yeah. And we did this crazy thing when we were in the car. We would like lean back in the back seat, so we were looking out the rear window but upside down. That's the way we rode to this toy store. I had so much fun with those girls. So I leave you there for now, and we'll have some more fun next time.